Welcome back, children. Today we can see about different types of read methods that is used in text file. Last class we studied about the purpose of read method. Read method is used to read the entire content of the file which you created, entire content of the text file. Now read method has different syntaxes there. The first one is read with an empty bracket. There is no argument for the method. So that means that will read the entire content of the text file, and the return data type of this method is string. Wherever the cursor is there, from that position till the end of the file, the content is read by using the read method. See the second method, second is read with an argument. Read n. One argument is there. So that argument represents the number of characters that is to be read from the file. You can say read of 10. So that means the first 10 characters is read from the file. From the current cursor position, it will read the 10 characters, or it will read the specified number of characters from the text file. That is the purpose of that method. And see the third method is read line. Read line is used to read a single line from the current cursor position. Wherever the cursor is there, or wherever the record pointer is there, from that position it read first line. It read one line from the text file. That is the purpose of read line. And the next function is read lines. Read lines. See the difference between these two methods. Previous one will read one line, and here this one will read the entire lines of the text file. It read the entire lines of the text file, and the return data type of that method will be a list. All the lines of that text file will be in the form of a list. Each line of the text file will be each element of that list. So these are the 4 different types of read methods that is supported by text file. Now we can see one by one example. You just copy down these programs into your notebook, and I just written the output also here. For each case, output is written over here. Just go through it. So first example is used to represent the read method, and the second example is read with an argument, and third one is read line, and the fourth one is read lines. Now I'll try out each one of it in Python. See in the screen, I just created a text file python.txt by using the Python program itself. I told you can create a text file by using Notepad. You can directly create a text file by using Notepad, or you can create a text file by using Python. Here I just created a text file, and the text file name is python.txt, and its content, this is the content I just written into the file. The first one is Python is a programming language, and to handle a data file in Python, it's written like this. In Python we need to use file object. So this is the content of the current content of the text file. I just use /n because it represents individual lines of the text file. So now in text file 3 different lines are there. Now I am going to start the program here. First I have to read the entire content of the text file. Last class we studied about the function use of the read method. By using the read method, you can read the entire content of the text file. Now the first step, to read the content, first you have to open the file. I am going to open the file. First specify the file object. File object is file equal to open, and the file name, its file is created in D drive, so this one, and file name is python.txt. Then you have to read, so your file mode will be R. And next step, we want to use the method read. So I'm going to use the method read. File object file dot read. This is the way you can use the read method. So whatever you read, that will be there stored inside the variable D. Next you can print it. Print. I'm going to give a message. Content of the file is, this is the message, and after that by using another print statement I'm going to print that value. So see, it is D. Now just close the file. Last class itself I told you how to use the close method. Yes, now it is closed. Next, run this program. You can see the output. Python.txt, file name is wrong. Here python.txt. Run this program and see the output. See, this is the content of the file. Whatever the created text file, its content is here. Now, instead of this read method, I am going to say read of 10. From the beginning position, it will read 10 characters. From the beginning position of the text file, it read first 10 characters. Now just run the program. See, only 10 characters is read here. You can count it 1, 2. You can count it this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 the character, 8, 9, and there will be one more space is on the right side that will be displayed there. So first 10 characters will be read there. And after that, after this print statement, I am trying to read once again file dot read of. Already you read 10 characters. Now next 20 characters I am going to read here. Or you can use, instead of storing inside a variable, you can use the print statement. Inside the print statement you can use that state read method. So automatically after reading it will be printed over there. So what is the difference between these two lines? Here you are storing inside a variable, and here I am not storing inside a variable. I am using that method along with the print statement itself. So after reading it will be displayed on the screen. Now the first 10 characters will be read. After that, from the current position, remaining 20 characters. Understood? Now first 10 characters is Python is. This much will be the first 10 characters. And remaining 20 characters will be read here by using this read statement. Run this program. You can see the output. Yes, the first read method, that is read first 10 characters, and remaining 20 characters is read here. That is the use of read with argument. Now I am going to use the next method, read line. I told you read line will read one line at a time. Now I am just commenting this one. Run this program. Just one line. First line it will read from the file. You can see this is the first line. And there will be a slash in is there. That is why it is skipping one line here. That slash in is converted to new line character, and that new line it is skipped over here. Understood? Now here, after reading this one, I am going to use once again read line here. I am going to use once again read line. So that will be read the second line from the file. It will read the second line from the file. To separate it, I'll just show you. Yes. Now you can see the difference between, this is the first line. After reading the first line, there is a slash in is there. So that will be the new line character. So that is why it's skip a line over here. And the second line is read. And this also ending with a slash in character. So that is a new line character. That is why it's read there. Sorry, it will, that places new line over there. Now, just that is all about read line method. Next, I am going to use read lines. Read lines method. Now see, run this program. For read lines method, the output will be in the form of a list, and it will place the new line character along with that each line. So you can see it is a list, and each element of the list is each line of the text file, and each line is ending with the /n character. This is the first line, and that is ending with /n. Again the second line, which is ending with /n, and the third line, this is also ending with /n. All of you understood? So these are the four different methods of four different read methods that is supported by Python text file. Read with argument, read line, and read lines. All of you understood the methods? Try out all four programs in your system and see the difference. That is all about read.